Hello YouTube, welcome back to another tutorial. So this tutorial is going to be based off of how to torrent safely and know what to look for. Now this is a disclaimer, I am not going to be showing you how to download illegally. I'm just going to show you an example on how to download a particular file and what to look for and how to download safely. This is not a how to steal intellectual property from a company. And yeah, so that's just about it. So let's get started. Now, in your browser, if you have it open and you have an address bar, you want to go ahead and click on in the info bar that I have linked, utorrent.com. What that's going to do is it's going to allow you to get uTorrent, and once you have your browser open on the site, you want to click on uTorrent or get uTorrent. After that, you want to go ahead and click on free download, and it'll go ahead and come up on the dialog box to go ahead and save it. You want to save it. Once it's saved, you want to go ahead and click on it or open it, and right after that, it's going to go ahead and show you how to run it, and I'll walk you through that as well. And it should take a second or so to go ahead and come up on the dialog box. And let's go ahead and run it. You want to go ahead and click next. You want to click next and agree, and then click next once more. And then you might want to disable this from starting up every time you start your computer. And then after that, click next again. And then you might want not to do that, so click next. And then uncheck this right here. That way your toolbar won't be installed because it's more or less spam, unless you want to. Click next once more, and you want to decline to that, and then press install. Once that's installed, you want to go ahead and leave that alone. And then we're going to go into a featured site. There are other sites called heat.com or kick-ass torrents. You might want to go ahead and Google those. Heat is spelled with h33t.com. But the featured site we're going to go into is the Pirate Bay, because the Pirate Bay has more of a defined search results in who's uploading and who's commenting, whether it's good or bad. So depending on where we go, I'm going to go ahead and show you an example. We're going to click on Browse Torrents, and then we can go ahead and click on Windows. And then you have here your torrent list of all the torrents that have been uploading since day one of the site opening. Now, SE means seeds, LE means leeches, the people who are trying to download it. SE are the ones that have downloaded it and are seeding, meaning uploading more bandwidth or throughput, so the download could be a lot faster. This would be the title bar, which would be the description of it, and it would say applications and Windows. This would be the magnet link that you would be pressing, or the download link as well. Those would be the only two that you should go ahead and select. Another thing to look for is the skulls. With the first impression of looking at skulls, it might seem like this would be an unsafe download to check out. Actually, that's incorrect. The skulls are trusted skulls. That means that these people have been trusted to go ahead and upload safe torrents. Depending on if there are comments saying that this account has been hijacked, then that torrent uploader is actually a safe person. And another thing to look for is the comments. This little yellow thing, if you haven't seen, or this circular thing, is comments that have been posted on this particular torrent. Now, if we were to go ahead and click on Internet Download Manager to see the comments, we can actually just click on the comments, which has 2 currently. And I'll just go ahead and open a new tab on this. Then it has info, also the quality. Depending on the quality, I usually like to look into the plus sign. If you have 7 plus and 3 minus, chances are it's still a pretty good torrent, but you might want to go ahead and read into the comments. Usually people might want to troll, people might want to give thanks to the particular uploader, or people might actually name the particular uploader by their name because they're more or less famous. Now this person actually gives thanks. This guy gave thanks too because he is a trusted uploader as well. And those are the main things that you should be looking for. And it seems like the seeders are pretty high, so it might be a fast download. And on how to download this, let's just say we want to go ahead and click on this, get this torrent. Never do anonymous download because it doesn't necessarily work all the time. So we'll go ahead and try this, get this torrent, click on it. Once that shows up, what's going to happen is it's going to wait for the torrent info, and it's going to show you all the things that are available inside this particular torrent. We have the patch, we have the Internet Download Manager, and we have the README. The README is most important. That's the thing that you should open up first. And then we want to go ahead and press OK, and it should be by default start torrent, and press OK. Now here in uTorrent, you'll have it downloading right now. You'll have the download speed and the upload speed. You want to focus on the download speed because the higher it is in kilobytes, that means the better it is. So we'll start with 4 kilobytes. It'll probably be raised up to almost a megabit or maybe even 500. 200 to 500 to a megabyte is decent. Even 7 kilobytes, depending on the size. If you have 4 gigs that you want to download, it would be wise that you choose a torrent that has over 500 to a megabit, depending on your internet speed. Now, allowing that to go ahead and download, we want to go ahead and go over here, and I want to show you something real quick like. Now, if you were to happen to just be browsing inside Windows torrents, the easiest thing that you want to do is click on SE for seeds. The reason why is because the higher these numbers are, the better and faster the torrent is, the most trusted it is. And you can just go ahead and window browse the torrents that are available to you. For example, we might have antivirus. That's a pretty decent torrent. We have Windows XP. That's decent. Adobe CS6 Master Collection. You might want to read into the comments. And just read the comments right here. Usually they go down the list of descending, and people might ask for it to work. People might say that it doesn't work. It might be that they don't know how to use it. It would be wise that you read the comments because your question could have already been answered in the comments list. That way you don't have to repeat yourself or have people repeat themselves. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at this particular torrent right here. So the thing that you should do is right click on it, and you want to open containing folder. And inside that containing folder, you'll have your download. Now, there are NFOs that have instructions too instead of text. If this were to be a NFO file, you might want to right click on it and then open with Notepad, or choose default program, then click on Notepad. And that'll have a set of directions in a text patch file. So just go ahead and read through the torrent, and that's pretty much it on the know how to download a torrent safely. So the summary is you want to go ahead and look at trusted schools, and it's not necessarily that you have to look for them. You just have to look for the comments. The comments are the ones that have the tall tale of telling whether it's good or not. And the seeds, the number of seeds, the higher the seeds are and the leeches, the better the torrent is and the faster it'll be downloaded regardless of your internet speed. Let's say if you have 5 down and 3 up, chances are you might get 200 to 500 kilobytes a second. And so that's it for torrenting tutorials. If you guys enjoy this video and want to be educated more, send some suggestions on my channel and I will go ahead and look into them. And until next time, take care, guys.